What up, kinfolk? It's your boy Screwface Capone in the house, and I hope you're having a great week out there. It's Thursday, so it's almost coming to an end. Hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day last night, so hopefully you didn't get too crazy out there. But anyway, we got a trailer takedown. In fact, this is the first of two that I'm doing this week. So this actually isn't a takedown for a video game trailer. It's a takedown for a movie based on a video game. In this case, it's one of my favorite video games of all time, Dynasty Warriors. For those of you not familiar, Dynasty Warriors is that game where you can take a Chinese general and just basically kill a whole bunch of people. It's pretty fun, and it's not for everybody because it's simplistic, but it's still a pretty fun game. There's like tons of spin-offs. There's Gundam, Zelda, Fire Emblem, and One Piece. But still, to me, the Dynasty Warriors that's based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms where it started, those are pretty much the best games. So this movie actually has an interesting history behind it. Filming had finished in 2017. However, it was delayed for a couple of years. It was supposed to release in 2019, but it ended up being delayed then, and now it's set to release on April 29th of this year, but in Hong Kong and China. There's no word of a Western release. This is obviously a film made by the Chinese, made in China for the Chinese market. So keep that in mind when you're watching this trailer. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out.
Koei, Tecmo.
Of course, if you played the games, that intro scene will no doubt be familiar to you. They got the action and special effects. You got war scenes filled with hundreds of thousands of people, and that's what Dynasty Warriors is all about. Got the crazy set piece like the horses and lightning and fire attacks. And of course, if you played the games, then you'll recognize some familiar characters, most notably Lu Bu, and there's Guan Yu. And you can see him fight against the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Yeah, so that is Dynasty Warriors. April 29th. So again, what I want you to keep in mind is that this is a film that's made by and for the Chinese audience, so there's no word on if or when there's going to be a US release. At the very least, hopefully they'll put it on some streaming service. But here's the cast and crew. I'm not sure if this is the full cast and crew. You got Lu Bu, Cao Cao, Yuan Shao, Zhang Fei. Now, there's not really anybody here I recognize. I mean, I'm not sure if this is a thing toward Asian representation, but then again, like I said, this is a film by and for the Chinese audience and the Hong Kong audience. So one character is this Master of the Sword Forged Castle. That definitely looks like a new character. That's not something I've seen in the games. Maybe it was in 9. I didn't play 9 because that one wasn't very good. It's being played by Karina Law. So, and we go back to that in the trailer. And do let me know if I'm wrong here, but I think this might be who we're referring to. So if you look at the cast list, there's Lu Bu, Cao Cao. It looks like Zhang Jiao, who's the leader of the Yellow Turbans. If you're not familiar with the original Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel, then the Yellow Turban Rebellion was basically the turning point where the Han Dynasty ended. There was this big uprising, and according to the book, there are sorcerers and magic involved. So this movie looks like it's going to start from the Yellow Turbans and go up through Dongjuo. I don't see his. Yeah, there it is. Sweat Lam. And I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but Dongjuo was the big tyrant that took over after, and his enforcer was Lu Bu. And what happened was Lu Bu ended up betraying him. So there's a bunch of resources you can go out there if you're a fan of the source material, where you can learn more about it than I ever could tell you. Love you. But Romance of the Three Kingdoms is one of the big classic novels of Chinese cinema. Of Chinese literature. Like, it's basically a record of the War of Three Kingdoms, Wei, Shu, and Wu. But, like, in the novel, you got people who are being given, like, mythical powers, or, like, superpowers, and there's, like, stuff like sorcery, ghosts, and all that. So, definitely something you want to check out. So as far as the film itself, I'm going to see if there's anything else about it. If there's any more. So it's coming out in Hong Kong first and going to China. It's like there's a lot of works and TV shows and stuff that are based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Dynasty Warriors is one of those games that are that's based on a work. Obviously, of course, you didn't have people shooting fireballs and shit, but you know. So hopefully this film can really not only like give players a good story and have good action and good at acting, but it can also do justice to the whole Dynasty Warriors franchise. Because in recent years we've been seeing some pretty good video game movies. You've had Sonic the Hedgehog. There's Detective Pikachu, and it looks like the Mortal Kombat movie is shaping up to be really good as well. So hopefully, I know we like laugh and joke about how bad movies based on video games can be, but hopefully this can break that curse. They definitely look like they got the action down pat, so let's just make sure the story and the acting is up to that. And if any of you kinfolk out there are in the Chinese market or in the Chinese cinema, then let me know if you're going to plan on checking this out. And if you do, then let me know later on how it is or how you liked it. Alright, but until the meantime, I hope you enjoyed that trailer takedown. Like I said, this is the first I got. I got another one coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And if you like what you just saw, hit that thumbs up icon. If you didn't, that's all good. Click the thumbs down. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell icon. That way you'll be the first to know when I put out a new video. Because I put out this video and you had no idea what it was about or when I was going to drop it on you. So that makes this video a loot box if you're not subscribed. So, or as eBay would call it, a surprise mechanic. But if you do subscribe, there's going to be a present because you know I'm going to drop a new video and you know it's already going to be about. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Hope you have a great weekend. And until next time, I'm Audi 51000G, kinfolk.